Hello YouTube world, welcome back to yet another Red Dead Redemption 2 video. I said that without twisting my tongue. As always, I sound like a broken record. Timestamps, spoilers, this is post-game gameplay. Yes, you can do this during the regular game. The mere closing of the map will spoil stuff, so if you're not ready for major spoilers, unfortunately you won't be able to watch this. But yeah. So we're after the elk. I don't even remember what the heck I'm after. Yeah, legendary elk. It would help if I remembered what I'm after. As always, let me just get to the location here. Let me show you the location and then I'll explain a couple of things as I do in all my videos in case you haven't seen the others. So we zoom out, you start the game around here, somewhere in this area. We go northeast a bit, you're going to see Fort Wallace circled in red. That's a very common place people are going to see. So go northeast, just east of the word Bacchus or Bacchus Station. Somewhere around there. Now I'm going to explain a few things as we're traveling to that location. Timestamps. I am going to put timestamps and talk about them in probably all my videos. Look in the description, if there are any to begin with. Where I will skip ahead past a lot of the banter that I do in my videos. Sometimes I rant on, or I try to do my videos like in the moment, like it's actually happening. It's not me revisiting an old location, although sometimes I do have to do that. And yeah. So what we're doing is we're trying to get that prompt at the top left of us having entered a legendary area. Two things can happen. There's too much activity. This hunt animal by finding and inspecting the clues. Boom, stop right away. Look at the mini-map. See that? Question mark now shows up on your map. Double tap both analog sticks. You're going to see gold confetti. Let's hitch our horse here. I want to show this play-by-play or move-by-move, whatever, for some people, because I find on YouTube, and I'm not saying I'm a good YouTuber, I'm not saying I'm good at doing this stuff, I find sometimes videos, explanations, they're just too vague for my liking, and I don't really like that. So I can use a Litchfield repeater. I'm going to use a bolt action with Express, just because it does... Oh, it actually doesn't do too terrible for damage. Yeah, let's use the Litchfield repeater. Anyhow, as I was saying, sometimes people don't explain stuff enough, but then you'll have some people that get annoyed and say you're babbling too much. Well, I'd rather you get the information properly.
Still ways off.
Now, you see that glowing path in front of me? That's where you're going to want to go. But in every video, I always say this. So for me, I found that prompt, that clue, that confetti thing right where I'm at. You could end up playing, and it could be in a different area. It'll be in the vicinity, of course, but it could be here. Maybe it's over there. So be mindful of that when you watch my videos. Don't go after and go, hey, I went there and there was nothing there. Also, if there's activity going on, you could get a prompt that he won't spawn, like the confetti won't spawn. So what you end up having to do is leave the area a good distance. Sorry, let me go back. So like, let's say, you know, come back as far as here, where my cursor is. And then like try to go back and refresh, if you will, the area. Now all we're doing, we're just following the glowy stuff, the glowing path. Once it stops, double tap your analog sticks again. Boom. Gold confetti. And I sound like a broken record. If you've seen my other videos, these, as far as I know, are a one-time kill.
I can find you.
Because when you get one legendary pelt, you're getting more than one piece. So the trapper will end up being able to cut you your whole outfit I highly doubt from everything I've seen that you'll ever have to kill them more than once. Plus, I don't think they respawn. There ends up being a big X. Now, the final clue is what actually spawns the legendary. You can't just stumble upon them. So what we're going to do is... There. See? Right there. Just like that. And then we're gonna bullet time. What the hell happened there? That was a fail. I forgot to pull the trigger. So you're gonna want to aim Deadeye and then tag it multiple times with the R1 and then pull the trigger. Kind of helps if you do that. And then what you're ensuring is that the bastard drops. Because if it's like a bear or an alligator and you don't kill it, it could try to kill you. You just aim at it again. Come to your animal, and you really can't screw this up. This is about killing the animal. Remember, this doesn't fall under the category of the 3-star thing, and if you don't skin it properly, it loses quality. That's very important to note because not a lot of people explain those details. So that's it. I mean, these are easy. There's really the biggest challenge is actually finding them, or in the sense of having to wait for them to respawn, or for the map to refresh if it said there was too much activity at the top left. Don't see the top left and read the whole thing, or don't read the whole thing and then wonder where the question mark is. If you don't find it, like I said, it's probably because it told you there was too much activity. So this is the part of the video that I say, if you liked it, you can give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, you give it a thumbs down. If you want to subscribe, that's great, and if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. I am going to continue this video because now I'm going to go to the Trapper, probably buy a piece of gear, whatever, and that could extend, you know, the fun of listening to me for another 5 minutes. So if you're done, this is pretty much done. For those of you that are bored out of their minds, they want to stick around for a bit, that's up to you if you're that crazy. So as you can see, there's an X, pretty much signifying that you're never going to get him again. I mean, he's pretty much done. The other piece of information I wanted to add is these are a one-time loot. There we go. Pretty sure, at least, like I said. So now we go back. Did I already mention? Yeah, you can only carry one, so don't think you can tag multiple. Even if you upgrade your satchels and all that kind of stuff, your horse can only carry one legendary pelt at a time. You can fast forward, of course, if you wanted. Or fast forward. My goodness, you could fast travel if you ended up at like a stagecoach or something like that. Your horse will follow you, and you'll still have the pelt on his back. So you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, you never mind my horse. Most people... Hold on a minute. Yeah. So you could try and rob me and take my pelt? No harm in asking. Asking for what? This game, it's really hard to tell who to trust. Things can happen out of nowhere, a random ambush. This will also show you a trapper in the area that I'm going to, if you happen to not have found one. I believe there are 5, don't quote me on that. Saint Denis is the main town the trapper's in, but he's also found, I believe, in 4 or so other locations. But don't quote me on that, because you can probably... Oof. You could probably just Google Red Dead Redemption 2 trapper locations. Search under images, right? And you'll probably get a bunch of images of low pixelated maps highlighting where the trappers are. So once you know, get your pelt, it's pretty obvious. You definitely want to... Look at the graphics, eh? Look at the lighting and the fog. It's like, man, this game is beautiful. Unbelievable. And that's not even HDR. I don't even know what that is, but that is insane. You can probably hear me tapping my X button repeatedly. That's because even in the options, you can toggle so that you can you don't have to keep tapping for sprinting on foot. But there is no such option when you're on horse, so you're stuck with having to mash. Oh, those are the wolves I skinned way earlier. Oh, that's funny. They're still there. Adds to the realism a little bit, because it's like, why would they just vanish, right? Just because you went out of sight. We should be there soon. I have one of the best horses in the game. So if I think this is long, then I'm doomed, because I don't think there's really a better horse than this one. Alright, so this was a little bit longer than I was expecting. I did not think the trek was this long. There he is. And yes, if you haven't visited this location, you won't get that icon on your map, right? You have to be somewhat close to it in order to see it. Once you arrive, just park your horse. You don't have to pick up the pelt.
Welcome back.
You just sell.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
See? Legendary elk pelt.
Boy, the things I can make with this.
Perfect wolf. Perfect coyote. Those are just hanging at a camp, by the way. Okay, so then we back out. And then this is, you know, where you can buy stuff. In my other video, I screwed up. And I was like, oh, I can't find where there's the stuff for the moose. Well, sometimes it won't always be highlighted. You have to go through each one. See, I got the... well, I don't even remember what I got now. See, legendary... Oh, no, never mind. But it'll be like that. See, at first you won't think that you could buy it because it's not in white. But it's because I'm missing another ingredient. I don't remember what this one's for. Because you'll usually get a gold star next to something that you can buy. Like, see this one, I still have the alligator skin. So when I killed the alligator again, see, 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, but I only got 1 legendary pelt. Get it? So that's what I was saying earlier. There we go. Oh, right. That was from earlier. Yeah. Yeah, I'll worry about that. Actually, I'll buy it right now. Get that out of the way. That had to do with something I bought earlier. This is what I was after. See? I got 1... It says that I've got 3 legendary elks, but I only got 1. Those are the gloves I wanted for my suit. And, yeah, see? And that would be for these. See where I still need elk, but I need a perfect goat, this one a perfect hide. So if you're like confused, you're like, oh, I don't see it highlighted in white, it's because you have to go through the whole list. Anyhow, that is it for me. There's really nothing else for me to discuss here. So as usual, I think I said this earlier. Yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great. And if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, boys and girls, and I shall see you all in the next video.